She tryna vibe with me, vibe with me. Back of the door, we hit the back of the door. She don't stay at the party no more. She loving my body, she can't ignore. She's been rough, I'm gonna go 4x4. I need a girl like you. I need a girl like you. I need some more.
Don't kill my body. Don't kill my body. Now. Don't kill my body.
Alright. Hello guys to the 11th feedback stream. So yeah. So let's get this track on the road. So Late Eyes was supposed to be first, but unfortunately his track got removed. I think he deleted it or something. So Late Eyes, if you're watching this, don't remove your tracks next time, mate. So anyway, let's start off with Cody. Okay, Cody made. Oh, no, hold on. That was a mistake. Bezos never fails to spread my. Moving on, like, bruh, trying to get me banned already. This is the way I watch my parents die rallies. My man cannot be real.
Block with it, non-stop with it, non-stop with it, on top with it, on the block with it, non-stop with it, on top with it, on the block with it, non-stop, non-stop.
What is that? What is that? First off, I'm gonna say the track definitely needs some more distortion. Asunder released a new ID showcase. You can use this for reference, as I think your bass needs a bit more mid, because right now you have the sub, but I feel like you need some kind of like crispy layer, you know, like ICANN has kick wavetables type thing. You know, that crispiness. That beat part, bro, please change. That beat part's mad, but yeah, the idea is good. I say just add a bit more perks and ambiances, like little fills in between. Like I said, Asunder is a very good reference point. Like they released a whole ID showcase and it got me inspired to actually make some tracks like it. So expect stuff like that from me soon. But yeah, thanks for the track and we'll just move on. Alright. Orexo Basehouse ID. Basehouse Complextro for real. Yes. Yes. Alright, let's move on. Wait, I just dog. Why does my guy Loki look like the pair from Plants vs Zombies, bro? Alright, moving on. One thing I would say, you probably should add like some more vocals, some more ambiances, some more drums, and your beat is sounding a little thin. Probably just beef it up a bit. Ooh. Okay, that's sick. That was sick. That feels sick.
Everybody, let's go.
The idea is good. There's a few tweaks though. Your pluck, add a bit more volume to it, and instead of just like having the reverb go off it, probably automate the reverb like like you'll do with a Future Bound song, and probably format shift it. Like sometimes when you get plucks like this and you format shift it, that's how you really get that underground dark bass house thing. And the flow for your bass, like the MIDI for your bass, it's way too simple. Like there's no groove in it. Like the groove shouldn't come from the lead; it should come from the bass. And because in bass house, your bass should have a lot of movement. So because your bass is like when it could be like you know what I mean? Like it should have something like that, like something a bit more rhythm, more groove. And yeah, I think your bass could also be a bit more distorted as well. We could just add like a quick Camel Crusher Annihilate, tweak the mech and tech knobs in the top left corner. There's two knobs in the top left when you put the Annihilate preset, which is the first preset that pops up when you put Camel Crusher. Just tweak those to your liking and add that on yourself. But that little fill, I think what you could do, probably you'll layer your bass and chords a bit more because it is sounding a bit thin, and don't sidechain it because and you shouldn't sidechain it, especially in a fill like that where you have no drums or something like that, because it sounds a bit awkward. It also sounds a bit empty, so like. I feel like you can add something a bit more here than just a typical repeat. You can maybe add some like nice trap section, or maybe some like Brazilian funk section. I think that would be pretty cool. But yeah, like it does sound a bit empty in this area. It could be filled up with just some of it, just a little more. Don't have to be too much or too crazy. Just a little more, But,
Everybody, let's go.
that B part, I feel like that bass you could like layer it with like something like would come like a sound like it's not just a and I feel like that bass could also have a bit more distortion too. And also like there's some like weird like high harmonics which I don't think fit. So you could probably try the same thing with a bass and like probably format shift it or get a different bass which like the same principle like that wet sound but like it just sounds a bit better. And yeah, I feel like the sound for this could be different. And yeah, it could be a bit different. Not saying it's bad, but I'm just saying if it was me, I would probably change the sound. But I feel like in here as well, you can add a lot more perks like in between to really emphasize that groove, to really accentuate that groove in the track. Like, this has a lot of potential. I like the little vocal ambiance that you have in the background. Probably bring it out a bit more, make it a bit louder, because you could barely hear it. And also like with these stuff for bass styles, like they do sound a bit dry. Sometimes what you could do is just add like just some white noise like like with in line with your stab and that could already bring a much more power to it. Also another thing to like maintain power throughout your drop, add some crowd noises like that's plays throughout the entire drop. Obviously cutting out into places like in fields and stuff where it needs to be cut out. But like yeah, like crowd noise can really help. Like oh my gosh, my thing is lagging. Okay. But yeah, you could maybe do something like that. Ooh, I like the thing you do with the big crop in here. Alright, next. A&O, make effort. Alright, let's get started. 6 minutes. How long's the last track? 4 minutes, okay. I feel like okay, instead of using an electric piano to play that melody, you could use like a saxophone or something. Because like an electric piano in here, it kind of gets drowned out because there's already so much harmonics going on, and electric piano doesn't have that much harmonics. It's mainly just the fundamentals. But whether another jazz instrument like a saxophone, on the other hand, has way more harmonics. It could be easily more present. Like with the chords of the electric piano, keep it, but like there's little melodic fills in the place in between. I feel like you should replace that with a saxophone. With the The float is a little bit weird. It is a bit hard to follow, so maybe you can add a bit more drums or a bit more like consistency with the float. Because like then again, because the float is like a little goofy, and it's not always a bad thing. But I feel like in here it can just be rearranged a bit, just so it could fit in a bit more. I feel like some pads in the background here will work really well, like some other weird effects, because like you're going for like this very trances type genre, so you could go crazy with effects. I like these weird alien laser things in the background. There's a lot of it in the cashmere packs, And also another thing, I feel like the drop could have a bit more power because like it is a bit weird the way it's structured. Like I'll say that right now, and the way it transitions into each other, not always a bad thing, but like because like weirdness can make or break your track, and yeah, but I feel like for this it could just be improved on it just a little bit more. Maybe just pay a bit more attention to the transition. That little bass thing you had over there, it's a bit awkward because you have like this very chill track, but then you have like this very aggressive bass, like whoa, 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 whoa. So I feel like you should probably change that sound to something else, or like filter it out a bit, because it does feel a bit awkward the way it is introduced and like the way it comes into the mix. So yeah. See, like those alien waves you just add in the background, those are good. You should add a bit more of those in the drum. So with that little bass you have, I feel like you should introduce a melody of that into the build up for this drop. It does sound a bit out of place and a bit out of nowhere, so also another thing, you don't have too much elements playing at once to the point where it's cluttered and people don't know what they should really follow along to. Because you got that little bass thing, you got that little and you also got the little you know, you got that. I would say I really love the ambiances in the background and how it fits along with this track. I would say as well, you probably need a bit more like downlifted and stuff, 'cause it does sound a bit empty in that area. Ooh. Oh, this part is so nice, bro. The clap is a little loud to my liking, but bro. Is it the same as this part over here? Yeah, it is, but like, I don't know, something about this just feels a bit better. It just feels better. It probably could be like you change the drums or something. And like I said earlier, probably replace that melody in the middle with something else like a saxophone, something with a bit more harmonics. That way it could be more present in the mix. Let's talk about how nice these chords are. These chords are nice. I think it will work so well for this if you got like those little tribal drums going, like the double, like D, like double, like spelled like D, like spelled like that, or like some other like bongos or like other instruments in the background that would like part of similar sounding, which could just like be in the background, like drowned in reverb, and like I feel like that would work extremely well for this. It's basically one of your best tracks you sent me so far. I feel like these last two drops are just copy and paste versions of the first two drops. Probably try to go a bit unique with it because it can be a bit repetitive. And when it comes to music, you do not want repetitiveness. Like you can have it, but it needs to work. Like I shouldn't complain about a track being repetitive if it's good. Like repetitive is not always a bad thing, but like when it comes to like full on copy pasting drops and like barely changing any of it, and like it's such a simple idea as this too, because like I know a lot of songs I did do the copy and paste of the first drop to second drop. Like I'm a Future Bass producer, I know that firsthand, but like it's not as simple. It's way more complex production. And yeah. Alright, sixth track, moving on. Last one for today. Margu Lifeline, song for Tonality Volume 1. Alright. Tear Out. My man is insane with Tear Out, so I'm gonna be expecting something like hella sick. Alright, let's get into it. Is there nothing playing? Oh, there is. I would say the flow on this is a bit odd, but man, that's hard though. Like the flow is a bit off, and you could probably change it up a bit. It is a bit goofy, but yeah, this is. And I feel like also as well you could have like a lot more like fills in between, because it does get a bit boring. Like after a bit, it's not enough ear candy. I also feel like as well you need a bit more stabs. Like when at the beginning of the drop, it doesn't sound like there's any like huge stabs could like really help out. Maybe that's where you could also add the ear candy too, like with those stabs as well, because it does sound a bit bland, not too bland, but like just a tiny bit, just very tiny. The transition there could be just a bit better. It's like not bad, but like just a simple like 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 a simple effect like that could work. You could definitely have some more ambience in the background, like birds chirping, or like some like vocal, like ethnic vocals singing in the background. And for here, I feel like that would work really well. Ooh. Okay, that was sick. I kind of like that was really sick. Hold on. For here, you can have like those ethnic singing, like yeah, it's like ethnic singing in the background. I feel like it would really help fill the track out. Oh yes! Oh, you know what you need for this? You need that like high sustain. Go like, because here's the thing with bass music, it's not the bass that makes the people go crazy. It's that sustain note you have in the background, that high sustain note. Like yeah, you could have the fattest bass in the world, but it's not gonna make the crowd go as crazy unless you have like that high sustain in the background. Maybe even some like fry screams in the background, like like the heavy metal screams, like I can't do it. But yeah, like those heavy metal screams, those are called fry screams. Just spell it FRY. Like I feel like that would work really well for this. Oh. Might work there. very sick. Alright, and without further ado, that ends today's 11th feedback stream. Hopefully more of you guys send me some more ideas, because I really love doing this, seeing your tracks, giving feedback for them, and just seeing what you guys are just making in general, like, to see this progressive growth, so. Anyway, without further ado, I'll see you guys next week.